Hey guys, Bettina here again. Welcome to today's little flow. So today is a gentle yoga flow. It is February. It is very hot in this part of the world. And of course, I've decided to film at midday because that makes total sense. Actually, no, it's just what you do when you're trying to work around kids. So here I am in the heat. I don't have the strength to do anything too strenuous. So if that's you as well, if maybe your kids are napping like mine are, and you just need something to stretch out a little bit and to focus on you, then today's flow is for you. I hope you enjoyed the class. Let's get going. Let's come to tabletop. Bring the hands under the shoulders, the knees under the hips. Let's just start here by taking some circles through the shoulders, through the hips. You might like to sit right back towards the heels and then come the opposite way. Connecting in with your Ujjayi breath. And then come back to center. Inhale, lift the tail, lift the head. Make it really nice and slow. Exhale, look back towards the thighs, round through the back. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Inhale, rise. And exhale. Let's slide that left knee forward. Take the right leg out behind you. We're moving straight into our pigeon. So you may need a block or a cushion under this hip if you're finding that's too intense. Inhale, lift through the heart. If it's not enough for those hips, you can take that front foot further forward. So you're making more of a right angle with the foot and it'll increase the stretch through the hip. Otherwise, just staying upright at this stage. Inhale and breathing. If you want a little bit more, you can step that left hand forward. The right one's going to come under like we thread the needle, and you find the shoulder and head down. So we find a bit of a twist in our pigeon. The other arm can wrap and bind. And just stay with the breath here, softening the head down into the mat. If you want to go further still, there's always more to go. You could bend into that knee, reach towards the foot and pull it in for a quad stretch. Now I really do feel like a pretzel. Just soften on the floor here. Release that leg back out. Bringing the hands under. And tucking those back toes so that you can lift that back leg up. So we're strengthening that back leg, still stretching through that hip a little bit. Exhale, release the knee back down. Step that front foot back. Come back to your circles here. So making circles through the hips, through the shoulders, moving any which way you want. No rules today. And then step the opposite knee forward. So your choice, like I said, you can bring it right up, square it off with the front of the mat. So that's going to give you a lot more hip opening, or you can tuck it in, support the body a little bit more. Press the palms into the floor or fingertips if you need a little bit more height. Breathe and just soften those hips down. If you want more, the right hand steps forward, the left one comes under, you find your twist, maybe your half bind, the hand comes to the opposite hip. You can even hold on to the big toe of that foot if you can connect there. And again, if you want further still, bend that back knee, reach towards the foot. Just try and soften all parts of the body that are holding tension or emotion. Ease up if you need. There's no need to try and make your body into this position if it's not going to go there. You can just stay with the upright pigeon if that feels better. If you did come all the way down, starting to unwind yourself now, bringing the hands back, tucking those back toes and lifting the knee up, so strengthening into that back leg. When you're ready, bring that back knee down, bring weight into it so you can step that front foot all the way back, come back to your circles, stretching back out through those hips, through the shoulders. And then take a seat back towards the heels, rest the forehead down, soften down completely here. Keep inching those fingertips forward. So getting a beautiful stretch through the side of the body, through the armpits. As you inhale, lift the head off, walk the hands over to the left side, right hand on top of left, and then soften the head back down. I want you to focus on the out breath today. Really lengthening each exhalation and just focusing on letting go each time you breathe out. So I don't know what you're letting go of today. It could be emotions, opposite side, left on top of right. Maybe you've got emotions built up, maybe some anger, frustration, resentment, anything that's building up for you lately, stress. Just focus on breathing it out. Inhale, coming back up through center. Hands under the chest. Inhale, left arm up towards the sky. And then exhale, pass it under. Let's thread the needle now. Find the shoulder to the floor. Gently press into that right hand to increase the stretch through the upper back. You can half bind if it feels good, finding that opposite hip. And just breathing here. Slowly coming all the way back up. Right hand to the sky, inhale. And exhale, pass it under. Find the shoulder to the mat. Left hand presses in or binds, your choice. See if you can soften the face. As you inhale, press the left hand in. Bring the hands into the mat. Tuck the toes under and take them as wide as the edges of your mat so that you can lift back into quite a wide down dog. Letting the head and neck gently hang, maybe nodding at yes, shaking at no. Pressing into those hands. And then ever so slowly walking the hands all the way back up so that you can find forward fold at the back of your mat. And it's quite a wide leg stance, so the feet are at the edges of the mat, just softening in here. So from your forward fold at the back of your mat, just sway from side to side. Keeping the bend in your knees as much as you need, so you could bend them further if you really want to release through that low back. And then bring the hands out underneath the chest so you can have palms on the floor or come up to fingertips. Inhale the left arm to the sky. Exhale, lower it down. Opposite side, inhale up. And exhale it down. Bring the heels in and start to take a seat down into your malasana, your low squat. If this isn't comfortable, you can walk the heels in or out depending on how your body wants to work it today. You can bring cushions underneath the bottom, take a seat up on some blocks. Otherwise, elbows come inside the thighs. Press the hands together at heart and see if you can lift a little bit taller. Good time to focus on pelvic floor here. If you haven't been doing your pelvic floor exercises, take this time now here in class to lift up. Remembering we lift those muscles up like a hammock, or as Lucy likes to say, like a jellyfish. And just lift them up in towards the body. Let's bring the left hand down by the mat. Inhale the right up to the sky. If you want to, you can find a half bind here with the top hand, maybe even finding a full bind. So we reach around, the fingertips find each other, and then we try and open up the heart once more. Soften their hands down. If you're needing to, if your hips are feeling a little bit yuck here, you can come back to a forward fold for a little bit. Sometimes the pressure in the legs and the hips gets a little bit too much when we stay in Malasana for too long. And then exhale, take the heels down, lift through the heart. So opposite side, left arm to the sky. So I taught a class this morning and I honestly didn't know if I would get through it or not. And it's not because I'm 6 weeks pregnant and feeling like crap most of the day, as I am sure you understand that feeling. But I had some really bad news about a family friend who passed away yesterday. Before the class, my grandfather is unwell. And to top it all off, I had one of the beautiful women from our studio come in who recently lost a baby at the same time as me. Let's bring the knees down. Turn the toes under and take a seat back towards the heels. Bring the hands to heart. So you're going to feel these toes soon and you're just going to breathe through whatever you're feeling. If it becomes too much, lean forward. So I was at the studio before class thinking, how the hell am I going to get through an hour of connecting with people, of moving energy, of moving bodies when all of this has happened? And I don't know how I did it. I know that I did a lot of breathing and calming myself down throughout the class because it was so emotional. But after I got through, I just thought, you know what? This is what this space is for. Like, we can come to this space with whatever crap we're bringing from our lives and just show up. We don't need to put on a happy face. I had a little bit of a teary cry as one of the beautiful women walked in and I hadn't seen her since she'd lost her baby. All right, we need to come off these toes now, yeah? Take a seat down and just find a comfortable seat. Roll the shoulders back and down. As you inhale, take the arms up tall, interlace the fingers and reach them up. I just thought, this is why we come to our mats. And if I can't come to my mat with all my shit as well, then I think I'm not really, hold on to the left wrist, walking my talk. So I'm kind of glad I didn't find a replacement, not that I really could have. It all kind of happened in the last 10 minutes before class. But yeah, I just think, how lucky are we to have this space and this practice that we can come to, and it kind of holds us, whatever we bring to the practice, whatever we bring to our mat. I feel held by it. And I don't know if that's about having a community around me. I hope you find that community here and with me. But I think it's kind of freeing to just be able to show up in whatever state you're in. If it's joyful and happy, awesome, show up like that. But if you're on your knees at this point in your life and you feel like you're not coping, show up like that too. I think it's a really beautiful testament to this practice that we can do that. All right, stop chatting, I know, we'll get on with it. All right, reach the arms forward, tuck the toes under. Peel back to your down dog. As you inhale, walk the feet towards the front of the mat, find forward fold right at the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, bend the knees, reach towards the sky, stretching up long, and then exhale, taking a seat into your chair. All the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, step the right leg back. Keep it nice and short though. We're going to stay in our pyramid, so 2 legs straight and long. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And then exhale to fold. So soften over those legs. If you need to, small bend in the front knee, but where possible, try and press that thigh back. As you inhale, bring weight back into that front foot. Step forward, forward fold here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Bend the knees, sweep and rise to the sky, lengthening out through that spine. Exhale, take a seat. Forward fold it all the way down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale and fold. Step that left foot back. Inhale, lift. And then exhale and soften. Inhale, bring weight back into that front foot, step it back. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. This time step the feet back. Your choice whether you do full chaturanga or you keep it nice and gentle and bring those knees down. As you exhale, lower the elbows, bring the chest to the floor. Inhale, press it back up all the way to child's pose. Inhale forward, so see if you can get a bit of a roll through that spine. You can bring it back up to the feet if you like. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale it back. Inhale, roll forwards. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale it back. We'll do one more of these. So you can keep working off the knees like me, or you can bring it up to the feet. Forwards, down, inhale up, exhale it back. Soften down this time. Rest the forehead, maybe even wrap the arms around the body. Maybe a gentle rock from side to side with the forehead. As you inhale, slowly coming back up. Bring the hands down, tuck the toes. Peeling back to your down dog. Just pedaling it out here, pressing into the hands. And then bring the right elbow down to the floor and the left elbow down, pressing into the hands, the forearms, the elbows, working the heels down towards the mat. So there's a fair bit of strength and power and heat building here. If you want to make it more gentle, you can of course bring the knees down. Otherwise, stay in your down dog. Now your choice, whether you shoot back, pressing into those hands and lift 2 elbows up together, or whether you do it one at a time, coming nice and gently. Right knee forwards, right hand underneath the chest. Inhale, lift the left towards the sky. Modified side plank. You can lift the top leg, or you can lift that knee out and work with the full plank, side plank if you like. Wherever you are, just breathe, find a comfortable position for the neck. And then exhale, slowly lower. Lifting back, pedaling it out in down dog. Let's bring those forearms down once more. So just like we were before, pressing into the hands, the forearms, drawing those heels back and down. So one at a time with the elbows, or shoot straight back up. Left knee into the chest, lifting up on the right side. Inhale it up. Remember, you can add the options. You can make it stronger if you like. And exhale, soften it down. Sit back towards the heels, rest the forehead down. Breathe it out. Your next inhale, coming up, bringing the left foot forward, coming into a kneeling lunge on this side. So your choice whether you scoot that back knee back a little bit, whether you stay down on the palms, not the forearms, whether you come up onto the thigh, lift the chest, or whether you add the arms above the head, maybe even interlacing them and reaching them up tall. Let's add a bit of a side stretch. So taking the left hand down, reaching the right arm over. And then opposite side, right arm down, left arm over. So you'll have to adjust weight through the core, how you're adjusting the body to not topple over. Inhale the arms back up if you had them up there, really open through the heart, through the upper back. And then exhale, bring the hands back down. Tuck those back toes and lift up into a high lunge. Lift and lengthen through the spine. Press that back heel towards the back of the mat. Opposite hand to foot on the floor and we open into our twist. If you're not feeling it, bring the back knee down. Breathe. Try not to forget. And then exhale, soften it down. Back knee comes down, you sit all the way back to child's pose. Arms in front, you may even like to bring them behind the head, stretch into the triceps. And rest here. All right, so from your child's pose, let's step the right foot forward this time. Come to the kneeling lunge on this side. Lift through the heart, maybe come up to the thigh. Opening and lengthening towards the ceiling. You can add the arms above the head if that feels good for you. And reach it down to one side, inhale. Exhale it over to the opposite side. And then bring the hands back down, tuck the back toes, lifting up into the twist. Left hand to the mat, right hand to the sky, inhale. And exhale, slowly lower it down. Bring that back knee down. Step the front foot back and take the feet wide so that we can sit between them. We come into our hero pose. So if this is not comfortable for your quads or your knees, grab some cushions so that you can sit up on cushions instead. If it is comfortable, hands come behind, inhale, lift. So lift the hips up, let the head and neck gently fall. And then exhale, slowly coming back up. Adding a gentle twist here, so hand comes to the outside, looking back over that left shoulder. And exhale, releasing all the way around. And releasing back to the front. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this little gentle flow with me today. So I really recommend at the end of your physical practice, taking that time to slow down, to lie down and stretch it out, and to focus on the breath. So whether that's by yourself, you're more than welcome to just take a nap, or if you use one of my guided meditations. I hope that you've enjoyed today's class. Have a beautiful day, have a beautiful week, and I hope to practice with you again soon. Namaste.